And welcome to the Midday Live with Eddie and Vinny, where we have two rideshare drivers trying to work their way out of ride sharing to day trading and some influencer account and some affiliates and doing all these extra additional stuff that actually makes us a little bit of money on the side and talk some BS news. All right, just to see what's going on around the world or at least at around our area because things are getting a little sketchy out there, but making money. Me and Vinny were just talking about a nice little pullback strategy, which is basically we wait for the market to take off, and then we buy the pullback and then just cash in, and there you go, Vinny's. So my strategy goes like this. See, I wait for the market to basically take off. It does a pullback. I buy the pullback, and then basically I sell on the continuation. So this is Vinny's trade, and also my trade is almost the same. Vinny's. Yep. Let me see if I can pull my trade up. See right now, SPY is coming right back down, but I'm gonna hold on to my SPY option.
Well, it's early enough to do right now, so it's not a big deal. It's only 1 o'clock. Even though it's amazing how this trade just went against us. Not really went against us, but look how close we got. Look how close we got to, well, how close I got to the top of where I want to be right here, right? I want to break this line right here. And we just had this nasty little pullback. It hit a little liquidity there. But what I like about it is I'm just looking at the trend, bro. And the trend still has us up.
Trend is still up. If you look at the daily, still up.
Yep. We move into the 5-minute chart. Okay. We can see we just snapped off a nice little pullback there. But look at the wick. Just looking at the wick. The wick is still, there are still buyers here. I don't know if everybody can see that with the green, but I'm not moving it. So I'm going to have to deal with this one. See, there's still a good wick here. So we're going to wait to see what happens. We got time.
Yep, and show the daily. Show the daily. This is where I placed my trade yesterday.
Well, the
daily, that pullback right there. That's where I did. That's where I did my trade. On the red, I waited for the breakout. I bought the breakout, but this is where I believe I'm making my mistake. I should have bought all the way when it came down to the bottom, which was the green line, which I'm going to assume is the 9 EMA.
My green line would be your 9 EMA, right?
Yeah. So it's the 9 EMA. That's where I should have bought because this is on the daily and then sold on the breakout of the top. But what I did was I bought the breakout. Okay. But when it comes to options, time eats away. So, but at least my options are it's a weekly option. So, and I think the market is going to be closed on Friday. Right? It's a Friday it's gonna be closed?
Monday.
Monday. See, so for news today, we have today's Wednesday. We have 8:30 news Eastern, 10 a.m. So it all passed. It'll be like U.S. current account, existing home sales, and consumer confidence. Which Santa Claus better stay away from Austin. He ain't coming here. He ain't coming into my chimney. I got the shit all packed up and covered up. He ain't coming down no damn chimney. He's not coming down mine. He can kiss my ass. I ain't got no cookies. I give those to my daughter. All right. She ate them all. And there ain't no milk either because I don't drink milk. But he ain't coming to my apartment.
Let me check something real quick. I'm not seeing any chat, so I guess nobody's in the chat. Let's see. I don't see anybody in the chat right now. Let's see.
Somebody will pop up. But see on the
Did you see what happened? Did you see what happened yesterday? There it is. There's a little bit of chat. Okay. I'm not sure whose chat it is, but there's a little bit of chat.
No, no,
By
no.
the
I
way,
don't eat cookies. I don't. Sometimes. Sometimes I eat cookies. It depends. You know.
did
Like,
you see what happened yesterday in Colorado?
yes, actually, that was gonna be the first thing that I wanted to talk about because I knew you were gonna bring it up.
That
But
that's pretty. Go ahead. I'll let you bring it up.
yeah, Colorado GOP says that it will cancel primary if Trump can't be on the ballot. This is some shit. Do you know do you know how you know that somebody's gonna be president? It's when they do shit like this. Do you know why the Epstein list is not out?
It'll
Because
be
Trump's
out.
because Trump's name is not on it. It would have been out if Trump's name was on it. It would have been out a long time ago.
I
But they
don't doubt
can't
that.
they can't find his name on it, and they can't even put his name on it. But
Well,
listen to
it's going to
this.
be. Go
This
ahead.
is what's going to happen because they removed them from the ballot. But I mean, if you want to talk about this sealing this guy's presidency, I mean, it's just like there's no way. All
Do
right,
you understand what? Well, hold on. Do you understand what the 14th Amendment, Section 3 states?
yeah, the actually, I even heard that it doesn't even apply to him in the first place.
It doesn't apply to him in a number of ways. First of all, he's never been tried. He's never been charged with insurrection. Matter of fact, he hasn't been charged with shit relating to January 6th.
Yeah, they keep
He
they
hasn't been
trying.
charged. He hasn't been tried, nor has he been convicted of anything. You have 4 state Supreme Court liberal judges that are doing the bidding of the head of the DNC. This is the whole point of the 14th Amendment, Section 3 was to keep Confederate generals and leaders from infiltrating, okay, the Union's Congress and Senate back in the day after the Civil War. That was the whole point of the 14th Amendment, Section 3.
See, I have the 14th Amendment. I have the 14th Amendment here. Let me see.
Bro, I wouldn't give a damn if they did this to Trump, if they did it to Biden. The fact that they did this,
What is it? Is this it?
this is some fucking Cuba, Venezuela shit.
Yeah, yeah. But the thing is that they're actually trying, all right. And I think they ain't got no choice. They have to keep doing all these things because they know that once the law turns around, okay, then they're gonna be some deep doo doo. Let me see. The United States Constitution was adopted on July 9th, 1868 as one of the Reconstruction Amendments. Now, remember, I'm reading something from Wikipedia, and we know Wikipedia tends to, I don't know, change some things in there. It addresses citizenship rights and equal protections under the law and was proposed in the response to issue related to formerly enslaved Americans following the American Civil War. Is this right? The amendment was bitterly contested, particularly by the states of the defeated Confederacy, which were forced to ratify in order to regain representation in Congress. The amendment, particularly its first section, is one of the most legitimate parts of the Constitution, forming the basis for landmark Supreme Court decisions such as Brown versus the Board of Education, which was in 1954, regarding racial segregation. Is this really the 14th Amendment? For some reason, like I said, I was like they were talking about it has nothing to do with what he's doing. Oh wait, hold on, I can't. I can't hear you.
My bad. I had the mic off. I had to check something. That's only Section 1 of the 14th Amendment. What they're referring to here with Trump is Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, which in fact, when the 14th Amendment was first introduced, the Democrats refused to approve or vote for the 14th Amendment because in that first section, it was given legitimacy to Black people to be sought and regarded as full human beings, not 3/4 of a human being. So the Democrats are using Section 3 of an amendment that they refused to ratify back in the day. It just
Because it was just inconvenient. They didn't want to go through with it.
people
It was
are
just too
fucking
lazy.
stupid. People
What
are
is
stupid.
Section 3? Let me see if I can find Section 2.
While you're doing that, I'm going to give a
Section
shout out to Joe Blaylock is here. Richard Berger's here. Ernie's in the house. Big time. Gigging with Buddha. Yeah, Buddha, we're going to talk about that tonight, bro. We got some thoughts. I got some thoughts on that. I watched it last night. Talking about the Show Me the Money Club's interview with Professor Len Sherman and that whole article he did on Uber and how Dara lied. Yeah, let's talk about that tonight.
Oh, yeah.
But back to this. Go ahead, bro. Read Section 3.
All right. Section 3 says no person shall be a senator or representative in Congress or elector of president and vice president or hold any office, civil or military, under the United States or under any state who, having previously taken an oath as a member of Congress or as an officer of the United States or as a member of any state legislature or as an executive or judicial officer of any state to support the Constitution of the United States, shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same, or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. But Congress may, by a vote of 2/3 of each house, remove such disability.
Now, what did that just tell you? Who told you? They just told you who has the right to actually even make that decision. Congress by 2/3 majority vote. Justices do not. They are not Congress.
Yeah.
Not state Congress. Congress. Not state legislators. Congress. That's number one. Now, they might have the right to decide what they want to do on a state level because the Fed cannot tell the state voting laws and all of that shit. Okay, they might have that. I don't know. It's gonna have to play out. But this is going to the Supreme Court. This is going to wind up on the federal Supreme Court.
But this is,
and from
I can't believe they actually. I mean, don't get
they
me
are
wrong.
This is interference, bro. This is election interference by any measure. So, they just told. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Eddie. They just told every Republican in Colorado. Well, no, they just told every Republican in the state of Colorado, fuck you, you can't vote for this guy. But hey, you know what else I heard today? I don't know how true it is. I haven't had a chance to
Vivek said he was removing himself from the Colorado ballot.
I saw Vivek. Yeah, Vivek says he's gonna if Trump's not on the ballot.
Christie also said he was gonna do that.
Did he? Did he come clean and say he wasn't? Or did he say he was gonna read it first?
No, he said that Vivek that he was going to remove himself if they don't
Vivek
if they don't put Trump on the ballot.
Chris Christie,
correct? Chris Christie was there. He said that he was reading it and he didn't get to finish it and all that stuff. But he didn't say anything about removing himself from the.
DeSantis, I'm telling you, Ron DeSantis is putting himself in such a bad position, bro. Ron DeSantis is putting himself into a really, really bad corner. He is being really petty right now. He right now is showing himself to be the modern day Paul Ryan of rhinos. He is part of the swamp. Every time I turn around, Ron DeSantis, the governor who I backed both elections, is turning out to be a bitch. A petty little bitch. A little princess.
Do you think that DeSantis is basically they got him like on the hook for something, and that's why he's doing that?
I think they pumped his head up so much because listen, can't make any mistake. He did some really good stuff during the pause, bro, with the state of Florida.
Yeah,
he upheld the Constitution, but I think somewhere along the line, somebody got a hold of him.
Yep, and said, "Hey, I'm going to do something for you, but you got to do something for me later on."
They pumped his head up. and they swelled his head up, bro. Putting DeSantis against Trump, putting
Yeah, that is a slaughter.
anybody right now against Trump
It's a
is like
slaughter.
it's
I
like
would
sticking
love to see it.
it's like sticking a baby deer in front of a pack of lions. They got zero shot.
Yeah, dude, I would love to see it. You know, the whole Hillary Clinton Trump thing. I thought that was freaking great.
Bro, DeSantis
I
doesn't
still,
have the skin. Go ahead.
you know, I still remember the day where, um, on one of the debates, he said all of Clinton's victims right on the front row of the debate. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and I
yeah,
think
yeah.
I remember that. I remember that, and Bill was like sitting there. He's like motherfucker. He had this face on him. Oh, it was so bad. But it's okay. Look, I'm hoping that once all this goes away and we start, I don't think this is ever going to go back to normal. But once it starts normalizing and stuff, everybody that was involved in this, it gets, especially with the election fraud, everybody
I don't,
gets
I,
their.
God, dude. I don't see. There's
I
no.
know it's been a long time because they say they're going to do, but then once they get in, they don't do. You know.
Yeah, but the problem is, well, not the problem. The situation is either way. Follow me here for a minute, Eddie. And I really, really thought about this. Either way, doesn't matter if it's Trump elected or if it's Biden elected, if it's a Republican or either way, if Trump gets elected, the left's going to lose their shit and they're going to start that petty Antifa garbage again. But this time you just, hey, be ready. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Be ready.
Yeah, just prepare.
Okay?
Stay
Just be ready.
Okay, don't take no crap.
But here's the thing. If they take Trump, if anybody but Trump is elected from the Republican side, the right's going to lose their shit. Because the latest polls are showing, regardless of political affiliation, the majority of Americans, regardless, notwithstanding their political affiliation, notwithstanding their religious affiliation, they overwhelmingly want Trump back in the White House because they were so much better off. The world was so much better off.
And did you see how many other leaders actually said that basically the United States lost?
Oh my God,
They have
El Salvador?
absolutely no say. They say they can't tell us what to do anymore. Look at the shit. Look at the crap that they're doing
President
now.
of El Salvador, bro. I love that guy, bro. That guy, he ain't got no fear, dude. He's the one that went in when he was elected, went in there and cleaned up all that MS-13 bullshit. He went in there and cleaned that shit up, rounded them up, threw them in prison, treating them like little girls. Yep. Oh, 100%. 100%.
It's just like, so I'm assuming that, if he does get in again, then everybody's gonna start being nice and negotiating and stop this stupid petty freaking fighting each other.
I don't know, bro. I don't know because
but this is just they're really pushing it. I mean, they're really pushing it.
You're saying but you do understand it's coming from both sides.
Yes, I know.
It's not just the left. The right is
and then
the right
it's correct. Too. But then what do we do? I mean, if you can't go one way, you have to go the other way. And if you go the other way, you got to go one way. So
we're on a path. I truly believe this. In my opinion, we're going right down that same path from 1857. We're going right down that same path. They have driven enough of a wedge. And so let's just to be clear, and somebody, actually several people reached out last night after they heard about the Colorado decision. Vinny, you got to talk about this on the show. You got to talk about this on the show. So it's not just me and you wanting to talk about it. Some people that tune in actually want to talk about it. Listen, the right is just as guilty of driving a wedge as the left. Whether Republicans, conservatives, whatever you want to call yourself, you're just as fucking guilty of driving this wedge. Because instead of just doing what you should be doing, you're throwing the venom right back. Now, I'm not saying back down. But what I am saying is if you can walk a mile to avoid a fight, avoid the fight. But if the fight comes to you, then fuck it. Throw them up. Let's go. You understand what I'm saying? It's like ask any military vet that's been in a combat theater. They ain't afraid of war, but they ain't trying to go back to it.
Yeah, they don't want to.
Ask any Christian, Catholic, Muslim, whatever. They can't wait for the day that they meet Allah or God or Jesus or whoever it is they call their whoever their deity is.
As far as I understand, there's a lot of veterans that would like to give them.
You know what? Ain't nobody in a rush to meet their deity. Let me finish that point. Everybody wants to meet God. Ain't nobody in a hurry to get there. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people talk a lot of shit, but they ain't trying to get into that. They ain't trying to get into shit. A lot of people talk a lot of shit.
It's kind of like Antifa. It's kind of like Antifa. They're all tough and shit, right? But when that other individual starts swinging, then they become, the violence.
What did Mike Tyson say? What did Mike Tyson say? Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face.
Yeah. Well, this Antifa, big, tough, whatever, and they're usually these little wimpy kids, and wimpy as girls. Like, hello, and then you get punched in the face. Oh, what'd you do that for?
Yeah, well, it's easy. It's easy to pack up. It's easy to come in a group and be in a pack and take advantage of bully. It's always the bullies that cry the most. You know that, right? Yeah, it's always the bullies that cry the most.
If there is something going on where somebody is like in a situation, all right, in the middle of it, he keeps his mouth shut, but he's standing his ground, I just leave him alone. I was like, most likely he's gonna swing at you, okay, but he's gonna swing at you like to the point where you become incapacitated.
Maybe
I did that. Maybe. I did that a few times. Okay, I was like, leave me alone. Okay.
Quick shout out to Ryan. Quick shout out to Thomas. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on there, guys?
Party, bro. Thomas is at a Christmas party, bro.
Freaking Thomas, you don't freaking invite us, bro?
Bro, what happened, Thomas? You couldn't invite us? We could have been there.
Yeah, what the hell?
We could have made it. Bro, we could have broadcasted live from your company Christmas party today, bro. We could have done that.
Oh, you know what? Somebody sent me an email about on January 5th, there is this protest going on for Uber drivers. And it's kind of like drivers are actually sick of it. What's going on? The unfairness. It's supposed to be on January 1st. He sent me an email, and I thought it was kind of courteous that he actually sent me an email instead of posting the damn article on my channel.
Did you say January 5th?
I think it was January 5th, yeah.
What's so significant about January 5th?
You got me.
I mean, if you're gonna throw down, you should have been throwing down on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, no. Absolutely not. I'm not big. I'm not big on these. Well, you should know. I'm not big on any of these protests.
I'm not big on them either. And after
they do absolutely nothing.
But
it's nice to talk about the little scammy things that they're doing.
I wish I could, my brothers. Well, Thomas, you can come on the show tonight because y'all don't forget tonight we're gonna have, we're gonna have our hold on. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all what we're gonna have tonight. Where's it at? What'd I do with it? Where's it at? God damn it, Eddie, what'd I do with it?
Just post it up and share the screen.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, but you hit it on me, so there was nothing I could do. Don't forget tonight, we want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays tonight. Don't forget, 9 p.m. on the East Coast, 6 p.m. on the West Coast. Maybe Eddie will show up tonight. We don't know. But listen, this is our Rideshare Garage Live, and we are definitely going to get into and to talk about everything that article, Uber CEO secretly hides and lies to shareholders about how he's gaining his profits. It's basically paraphrasing what it is. So y'all make sure you tune in tonight because we're going to be there for it. Yeah, Giga.
Busted,
And
red-handed,
Buddha, yes, we will definitely get into the elbow room
busted,
after hours.
red-handed. Hey, but they made it into the S&P 500, but not thanks to him, thanks to us. I think we should get a commission on these. We invested, dude. This is a really good investment. How much money did they make? Divide whatever money that the Uber made into how many drivers invested their money so the company can make it into the S&P 500.
He said,
Plus interest for every day after the 18th. I say we sue for something like that, right? Because technically, since it's our money, we have a stake in the company. So our money, he took our money and he reinvested it. Thank you, Dara. Okay. Once the
you
company
think?
reaches a certain point that we would like to cash out.
Well, look, there were several things that he said last night that the professional end said. Number one was he thought Dara did the right thing. He did with
Okay.
this as the CEO. He felt like he did the right thing, and he would have probably have done the same thing because that's the CEO's job.
To
But
make to
but
basically
he
look out
stopped
for the
short.
investors.
He stopped short of saying what the drivers should do.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know why? There is no answer for that. And that we can talk about that tonight. But there's no answer for what the drivers have one recourse. Do something else.
All right.
That's it. That's listen, as Elon would say. That's it.
But it's very interesting how our money gets reinvested.
Without a
makes
100%.
the company makes bazillion dollars, and we don't see a penny
at your expense.
Yep.
And yet,
Would you believe that?
People, I had a guy tell me in my comments yesterday, a comment that he put in one of my videos. I forget which video it was. He says, "Oh, must be nice to complain about $40 an hour." Two things crossed my mind.
At least half goes to gas.
Number one, he must not, and this is what happens a lot on my videos. I don't know about you, Eddie. A lot of people don't realize I am an XL, Premier, Lux Black SUV driver. I do not drive X. I do not drive Comfort. Okay, I don't drive Uber Green or Lyft Green or any of that bullshit. I've done that already. That was a few years ago. Actually, it was like 4 years ago. Okay, I moved up so that I can make better money. And I was making better money because guess what, sir? My hourly used to be closer to $70 an hour. And I'm now down almost half.
Yeah.
So
while our expenses keep going up.
This is my point. You see, what people fail to understand when they watch these videos is they only see it through one lens, their lens.
Yep.
They don't understand, well, let me go find out more about this guy. What does this guy do? Or what does this young lady do? Right? Has she been there or he been there where I've been? I mean, what's the deal? So to that guy, I said, well, I used to make a lot more money. Oh, but $40 is something to complain about. You're exactly the fucking problem. I'm looking right in the camera. You are exactly the fucking problem. You don't go through life to build yourself up to have somebody come over and knock you right back down. Do you understand that? Once you achieve something and you are putting out the exact same effort you did 3-4 years ago to get that money, to earn those wages, to get those accolades, and then undo to anything you've done, you are now you're worth half of that than what you were.
The guy probably don't even drive.
But even if he does, I'm just saying, I'm going to look in the camera one more time here, Eddie. You're the fucking problem because your bitch ass will go out there and drive for 40 cents a mile. So before you go knocking somebody's shit, do the fucking homework. Do your homework. That's all.
They just.
I didn't mention his bitch ass name. I will tonight though. I ain't got no problem mentioning his name because I don't know the motherfucker.
No. But again, haters,
But this
haters. You
is
gotta
what
love them.
happens.
You know,
But this is
they're
what
they're,
happens.
they're or like a T-shirt that I wanted to make. You know what? Maybe I should. The T-shirt was like, I don't have haters. I have subscribers in denial.
There you go. I like that, bro. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. So, all right, but let's keep going. Let's keep going with these more news, because I think is Valley International Airport, is that California? I was asking Vinny earlier about this. But these are contractors that actually got caught moving minors through the Valley International Airport at 3 a.m. in the morning. Some guy was out there. I do not know. Okay, this is Thomas Hicks.
Contractors.
Anyway, this was also put out there by Tim Pool, and he was just at the airport. He said, "We confronted federal contractors escorting minors to the Valley International Airport at 3 a.m. They tried to block our cameras and told us, 'Welcome to America.'" Yeah, and by the way, the border patrol, the guys that work there on the other side, they were asked. He's like, "Do you guys know about this?" And they were like, "Yeah, it's been happening for such a long time." It says a nearby border patrol agent. There we go. A nearby border patrol agent smiled at us and said, "It happens every day. It's America." Yeah, Biden's America. Every day, contractors escort infants, children, and minors from federal holding facilities to sponsors across America. Many of these sponsors are human traffickers. According to the New York Times, under the Biden administration, roughly 1/3 of these children have gone missing. Many of these children end up in debt bondage, working in slave-like conditions in factories or on farms, in which we have known this for a very long time.
It's amazing, bro. It's amazing.
It's conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories. Okay, I mean, even if they show you video, that's AI. That's AI. It's not really going on. Kids being brought in. Where is Valley International Airport? Okay, hold on. Is this Cali? I would be surprised. Valley International Airport.
We used to call that shit. We used to call that shit indentured servitude. It was a nicer way of calling them slaves. Calling slaves by a different name. Oh, it's indentured servitude. They only owe me their ass for 7 years or 10 years. They're going to do whatever I want for 7 or 10 years. In other words, we're going to use them up till they're no longer usable. Then we're going back into the streets. That's what an indentured servant was, and that's what you're saying now. This article you just read. That's what it sounds like.
Valley International. That's all the way down here. It is in Texas. Look at this. It's coming in right there. That. Valley International Airport. Look at this. There, right there, right near the border. What's that? Is that the border right there? This little squiggly line right here. That's the border.
You're right there, buddy. You're right there, buddy.
Right there. This is where they're flying them in. Would you believe this stuff?
State. That's your state with that rhino governor you got. That's your state with that rhino governor you got, Greg Abbott. He's a fucking liar too.
Oh, no. Now let's. Oh, that's gonna be another news. But here is what's going on. What? Nah, some girl just doing something really mean to a dog.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, not the one that threw the dog off the roof.
Yeah, that was it.
Bro, don't show that. Don't show that. I'll leave the show.
The dog is alive. They found the dog in the bottom.
I don't care. That chick needs to be thrown off.
She got 10 years, I think.
She should have got life. Because that could have easily been a baby. With the way they talk about abortion and all of that crap today, that could have easily been a child.
Yep. So, well, listen to this. Listen to this. Biden administration must stop removing razor wire barriers from Texas border. Judge rules. A federal appealed judge has ruled that the federal government must stop removing razor wire barrier from the Texas border. In other words, if any of these agents start cutting the damn wire, they should be automatically arrested.
Why?
Okay. So
why? They're only doing what they're told to do.
Correct.
It's the same, but wait a minute. It's the same agents that your governor is instructing, is the same agents that your president is instructing. The agents are getting caught in the middle, bro.
Yep. I know that. But now it's illegal to do it. That's why he did this. Defendants are enjoined doing the pendency of this appeal from damaging, destroying, or otherwise interfering with Texas concertina Dude, that
I'm
Corsentina,
sorry.
that's like the one with that's razor wire, right?
That's razor wire.
It's the
Constant
razor. Wire fence
that's
in the
razor wire.
vicinity of Eagle Pass, Texas, as indicated in Texas complaint. The court wrote the terrestrial and floating razor wire barriers have been the subject of a court battle between Texas Governor Abbott and the federal government since Abbott ordered them installed in the middle of the Rio Grande as part of the Operation Lone Star in September. Yeah, it's just like he tried to put these things up and then they give him a hard time for it. And then he puts a wire up and then somebody orders the agents to keep cutting the wires and they're like, hey, stop doing this. And now now it's becoming law. Now it's becoming law.
All I'm saying is,
On top of that, now the cops have authority to basically, if you cross illegally, they can deport you like right back over the water. It's like, nope, you got to go back.
until somebody from the Fed comes in and says no, you can't do that, and then
And
it's law.
that's another thing that keeps happening too.
But see, Eddie, that's the problem, dude. That's the problem. Everything is a fucking lawsuit.
Yep.
Everything is a lawsuit.
And then one follows the law, but the other one keeps breaking the law. But the one that keeps breaking the law keeps getting away with it. So he keeps breaking the law because he knows he's going to get away with it while the law. So what do?
Laws only serve to contain good citizens. Let me say that again. Laws only serve to contain good citizens. If Omar was on here right now, if Drive By O was on here right now, he could go for the rest of the show how he hates laws.
Yeah.
Because laws only restrict those that are willing to follow them.
That's right.
But it's not those that follow the law that create the chaos. It's those that say fuck the law that create the chaos.
That's right. And I say that those that don't obey the law should not be given the right, of our fair trial. Kind of like progressive them who defunded Austin police ripped from requesting police patrols at home. I say cops do not give them any type of protection.
Bro, what did we talk about?
If they weren't for defunding the cops, that's what the governor of the guy that runs Austin, whatever the hell his name is, it's not I forgot his name. He went ahead and he defunded the cops, all right, and his security, no more. Actually, I spoke to one of his security guards, one of his private security. He was like, "Hey, so what happened to all the cops this guy used to have?" I was like, "Yeah, no, they refuse to protect them." And so, this is why I'm here. I got hired. It was him and some other guy. Okay. Oh, and here is the other thing too. When I was working at the hotel, sometimes he used to come to the pool. All right, and I offered. We used to call the cops because of the homeless situation. I offered one of the cops. It's like, listen, if you could get a whole bunch of your friends and hire a cabana, okay, I'll talk to the general manager and tell him to give the big guy here a free cabana so he can come there, sit there, and we'll put him right next to your cabana, next to the cops that he actually defunded that refused to protect them. But this is some crap. See, I say if they don't want to follow the law, they should not have the privilege of the law. Okay? And if a state is law abiding, then you can't live in this state. Get out. Shit, you know how much shit I got in trouble for doing the wrong thing? The tickets that I got for driving with a suspended license, and not paying it, and then I still had to pay for it. Let alone when people come across, they get housing, they get a trip, they get a nice little bus, they get clothing, they get a trip to their housing. All right. They also get a card. Actually, there's a 7-Eleven over here in which I get a lot of them, which they have this BET card, but there's money in there. Dude, and they got a couple of $1,000s in there. Okay, and you know what I see them doing? They take this BET card and they take some of the money out and they ship it right back to another family member, and then they use that money to cross over.
It's a never-ending cycle that taxpayers don't realize. We are funding the journey.
We are paying for this crap.
It's not It's not NPOs. It's not nonprofit organizations. It's the American taxpayer that's paying for the invasion that's taking place.
Yeah.
Who knew?
I am, man.
So
It would
here,
be nice to see really, really bad consequences to everybody that was involved in this stuff. Like so bad consequences that I don't even. It was like, dude, 2025. That was a really bad year for us. I do not want to break the law again. How about we go this the right way? Okay, because the consequences is just really, really bad. Okay, and I do not want to get. I do not want to get. I mean, I want it to get to the point where some people just start leaving the country in fear. Okay, that they're gonna get prosecuted. So I just wonder what country's gonna take them.
by the way, I wanted to give a quick update on some things. Look at all the Bitcoin haters. Look. This is the 1 hour chart. Bitcoin running right back up, buddy. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you? Oh, here it comes. Link. Let's go, baby. That's my crypto update. If someone was here, we would have that. But I tell you what I do like here. It's a 1 hour chart. Let me tell you what I do like here about Link right now. Oh, wrong one. Come on, Vinny, get the right one. Bip, 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 bip. Look at this. Right in here. Bam. It's not what I wanted. Oh, because I got it set to the magnet. God damn it. Turn the magnet off. Okay, here we go. So what I want to show you guys. Look at this. Look how it's hanging right in here. It's perfect. Keeps bouncing right out of this section. Bouncing right out of that section, man. I love it. It just, reversing right off that section. I love it. That's Chainlink, Bitcoin.
I don't know. We don't. We got some people in here, but you guys better start putting some money into the market. And just let it sit there long term. Just pick your company. And just put money in, even if it's Bitcoin. Dude, I don't know absolutely nothing about Bitcoin. I don't even know what the hell I could use it for. All I know is that I'm putting money in there like now. I'm putting money in there now, and I can buy in
Well,
fractions too. It's only like $50 or $100. And my account is down $669.33 on my long term investment. So I got a little bit over $3,000 invested, but I keep getting paid interest on Ethereum. So what the hell can you buy with Bitcoin?
You can buy whatever you want with Bitcoin. Listen,
I mean, I
Eddie,
know you can cash it in, but I'm talking about just the Bitcoin itself. What can
you
you
can
use
buy
it
whatever
for?
you want, bro. You can buy whatever you want as long as they accept it. Hey, remember when we were talking about the lift stock? And I said that there was a big ass gap
Yeah.
on the daily gap that lift needed to fill.
Oh, don't tell me
And
it
here's
started.
the great. Oh, it's already filled it. Watch. This is a daily chart. It already filled it 2 days.
Look at that.
Gap is filled. So now the reason why the lift stock is moving is not because David Rish is doing this bang up fucking job of moving money around. Hell, the article, they came out and flat out told everybody, yeah, we take 34% of every ride. That's not counting insurance. They're taking 34% of every ride on average. That's their take rate. Okay? It's because there's such a short squeeze and they've managed to maintain enough to where shorts now have to cover their calls. They're selling out. So that's forcing the short squeeze. Lyft will be back down in this $10 range. It's going to happen. They're not going to stay up here.
I wonder if Uber, because of this news, if it actually catches attention, that it's going to take a big ass dive.
No, because if it was going to take the dive, it would have done it already. The only way, and hey, Letty, look at this. Here's some irony for you. There's a Fibonacci retracement, 78.6, right there at the top of the gap close. So let's see what happens. This is going to be interesting to see what happens with Lyft. We'll take a look at Uber real quick on the daily. Let's take a look at Uber.
Where's Uber?
There you go.
Uber. Oh, Uber's right up
They're
there
right
too.
at all-time highs. They're right now at all-time highs. If we go back to the weekly, there's all-time high right there. Remember we talked about this the other day. Here's the all-time high. It's right there.
What do you think?
I was going to be real curious to see if they come back down.
January effect.
Well, it's going to be real curious to see because now that we know how they make their money, how will the market react? So we'd be looking for something in this range here for a retracement. Yeah, right about. Let me get it right. Okay, so there's where it should be coming back down to. We'll put that as a caution, a yellow. So we'll be looking for Uber to come back down below $50 at some point. See what happens. Uber's going to be interesting to watch, though. Are there stockholders going to believe that that drivers, no matter what, are going to keep getting bent over and taken up the ass? That's going to be the bottom line. After the news from yesterday, again, there was another, and I forget, I commented on somebody's, I don't know if it was on Twitter. Yeah, I think it was on Twitter. There was a senator from Minnesota who made a comment about, oh, well, we tried, and we should talk about this tonight, but we'll mention it real quick here. We tried to get the gig apps and the state to come together through this governor's committee to come up with a reasonable rate, and we just couldn't do it.
Yeah, sure.
Now we're gonna have to reintroduce this bill again to try to pass the law. Listen, I keep telling you people don't fucking listen. You have no political power. Drivers have nobody but ourselves. And contrary to popular belief, Sergio is one of us. Okay, Sergio is not paid for. He's not bought. He's not a politician. He's one of us. And I'm going to defend that guy until he shows me different. Okay? I don't always agree with him, but I'm going to defend what he's doing. But even he, with the ears, right? He's in the ear of the people at Uber and Lyft, meeting with the CEOs. Even that doesn't matter if you don't have the political willpower to actually stand up for drivers. Y'all gonna learn you're just a number. Y'all gonna learn.
You are very, very replaceable.
100%.
Very replaceable.
Bro, turnover in the rideshare game? Gig apps? 70% plus every 90 days.
It's kind
of like Richie Berger said. It's like Richie Berger said. These new people don't know no better.
Yeah, they don't know.
To them, no, it's like those that are coming into the country. They're making more money than they ever have.
Yeah.
So to them, they think they hit the lottery. Yeah. And they did. To the rest of us, we're getting punched in the fucking face. 100%.
And by the way, that's our replacement.
Yeah.
They're coming in and they're coming in because they're our replacements. They want to replace us because we just
the same police officers that they defunded in LA have been replaced with non-citizen police officers.
I wonder what they're paid.
They're not citizens of the United States, but they are police officers enforcing the laws of the country and the city. You are being policed by a non-fucking citizen. That should bother you if you live in California, bro. That should fucking bother you.
You get a ticket for breaking the law from somebody that broke the law.
Let's see. What did Buddha say? I like how people talk about the southern border, but people come in from everywhere.
Yeah. No.
But right now,
they're coming in from all over the place. Okay?
No, that's
the majority of the people that come in from the southern border are not even Mexican.
That's not what he's saying.
Oh, what he's talking about?
That's not what Buddha's saying. Buddha's saying that we have many ports of entry into the country. Yes. Yes, Buddha. Yes, they coming through New York. They coming through Miami. They coming through San Francisco, LA, from Canada. I agree with that. But not 8 million people, bro. 95% of these people are coming from the southern border, homie.
Dude, they had to stop a fucking train because there was too many people coming in. A train. They were like, hey, okay, all right, you gotta chill. We gotta put a stop to the train. Okay, bro, they're all jumping in the train. You know how many people? They're fitting so many people in the train that the train is having trouble getting here because there's so many people. There's sardines into the train, and it makes it here. And then they stopped. They're stopping everything at the border. And they got about a little bit over 5,000. As a matter of fact, there is actually a video on Twitter where somebody said, "Hey, the buses can't make it here, so you're gonna have just walk over there and go to the buses." And you know what they started doing? They started running because the odds of
Bro,
getting into the buses are very slim because there's so many of them.
bro, you talk about that. Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines is giving priority seating. Priority seating, bro. Priority seating to our newly welcomed immigrants into the country, and that's what I'm gonna start calling them because people say it's a negative connotation to call them an
We gotta pay
immigrant.
for coach.
They're not migrants, bro. They're immigrants. They're immigrating in. They're not migrants. They haven't migrated already. They're immigrants. Okay, and that's okay because my grandparents were fucking immigrants. So suck my dick. Okay, but they came in the right way, motherfuckers. Anyway, listen, bro. Listen. Delta Airlines is giving priority seating. These bitches are going to be in first class. They're going to be in first class from Eagle Pass, Texas, all the way into New York City, and then they're going to get a free Uber Black ride from the airport to the fucking Astoria Waldorf Hotel, downtown Manhattan, and then free room and board. That think about that, bro. If you, Eddie, tried to catch a first class flight from Austin, Texas to Manhattan, and then order an Uber Black to take you from JFK to the Waldorf Astoria, you'd be $10,000, $12,000 in debt, and you ain't even logged in. You ain't even signed into the hotel yet. Think about that. How sad is that? Anyway, Dr. C says that's why illegal accounts can thrive with all those $3 offers. Real drivers will eventually pivot between apps or just quit right. Well, that's exactly what happens. It's 100% what happens, dude. We can talk about that tonight because I know that you tried to get their attention last night with this, and I mean they've done segments on it. At the end of the day, bro, if the politicians, here's the bottom line: if you do not have political strength, illegal accounts will continue to thrive. Eddie's already found tons of groups that are offering to sell you somebody else's account.
3
We can talk about that tonight.
Facebook
talk about that tonight.
groups. Okay, yeah. 3 Facebook groups. You go in there, you want an illegal account with Uber, Amazon Flex, Lyft, DoorDash. Okay, you go right in there. They hook you up. 14 days guaranteed account or your money back, but it'll cost you $1,400 though. You know, $1,400 to get your account, or you could just rent somebody's account, all right, for a couple of $100 a week, all right, and you can rent their account.
It's amazing. It's amazing how we can find this stuff.
And if you're in here, if you want,
Go ahead. Say what you got.
And if you're in here and you're watching, okay, and you see me driving you around, just keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut because I got freaking bionic ears. I listen to every single word that you're saying.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah. So, and by the way, I'm dropping you off at your house. So just be aware. And this is what I'm always talking about. It's like sooner or later, people are gonna get so tired that you're not so sick and tired of this that you ain't gonna get no sympathy because I'm out there, I'm busting my butt to be able to pay what I have to pay to be able to live, and here you are, you're getting a freaking freebie. Okay, we're gonna see how this freebie is gonna end. It's gonna end. So we're gonna see. But yeah. I hope.
Tony, hold on, Tony. Yeah, we kind of talked about it a little bit about the whole Supreme Court overstepping their bounds like by a mile and a half. The Mile High City went ballistic, and I'm not going to argue with you about your state being run by communists right now. Can't argue with you there, homie. That's a tough deal, man. It's a tough deal, and when you have roots settled in a community, you know that, Eddie? It's tough. When you have roots settled in a community, you got the whole state of Colorado, and it's pretty much being run. It's pretty much being run by Denver.
it's a good thing. I
No,
think
it's
it's a
not.
good thing.
When
I
you
think
have
it's a
one
good thing
city,
because now everybody knows.
doesn't matter. Okay, so you know. So what? What does
Now
that mean?
everybody knows. Now everybody knows who it is because they posted the pictures out there too.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about the judges. Yeah, they know.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I like about it. It's extreme. It's bad. Don't get me wrong. It's extremely bad. But now we know who it is.
Hey, does the government tip in the app? Hell no, the government don't tip. Bro, do you know how hard it is? Have you ever noticed how hard it is when somebody, oh, wait, what? Wait, what? Look at this. We're down into my red spot. Okay, hold on, guys. Sorry. But I might still hold here, even though it's about to hit my area here. Let's see if I can get this right. Bam, right here.
Oh, I'm looking. I'm looking. I actually took a picture. See if I find the
Let's see
one
what
more.
happens here. Let's see what happens here. This is the bottom. This is the bottom of my risk reward range, my long position. This particular trade, I was at 4.25 to 1. But you see, it hasn't hit. It's got to break below this for me to stomp out. So when we get done with the stream, I'm gonna go look at see what all my numbers are saying about this trade.
Damn, they even rent out food trucks with the license.
And Dr. C says I've seen some segments, but I wish they addressed that point with Len, considering the article's focus. It's definitely a contributing factor to Uber's profitability. And that's why the senator from Minnesota came up with his little crying game yesterday on Twitter. And, you know, I don't know what to say. Eddie, I don't know what to say about it. I said it last week. Nobody's coming to save us.
Yeah, no, nothing. Nobody.
And it's sad. It's sad that nobody's going to give a shit about us. So we got to give a shit about ourselves.
Because even if they're able to do, even if they did something about it, we're not gonna get anything back. We're not gonna get anything back. If they get fined, they're gonna use the money that they took from us to pay for the fine, and then they're gonna keep everything.
That's
It's
it.
just that's the thing. They get away with it. They cause the damage. The damage gets fixed, but the people that suffered the damage because of what they did get absolutely nothing in return. Look at what's going on in Hawaii with these people. They got FEMA kicked them out because of the hotels, and they got nowhere to go. They have to live in the streets.
Got no place to go. Yeah,
they got no place to go.
But
It's the same thing.
But the FBI, the EPA, FEMA, they're all staying in the high-end hotels, and the locals don't even have shelters. They're not even allowed into their homes.
And by the way, I offered, and I was like, yeah, if you can come to Texas, I got a spare bedroom. You know,
bro, do you realize we haven't heard nothing about what was that? Luana
Kendall? That girl?
No.
Guy?
No.
What are you talking about?
The town that blew up, that got burnt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In Hawaii.
Yeah. Yeah, right? No, it just totally went.
You don't hear nothing
disappeared from the news.
That. You don't even hear about it anymore.
Nope.
No, everybody's talking about client. They put out another teaser yesterday and today. Yesterday. Oh, Epstein's client list will be revealed in the first week of 2024. Some more news propaganda spin to get your mind up. Listen, it's getting to a point where nobody gives a fuck about the Epstein client list anymore. Lahina, yeah. Nobody. Do you really care about the Epstein client list anymore? Seriously?
No.
Does it matter to you? No. Is anything going to happen to those guys?
They have it here. Documents. It says documents and naming scores, and I had it on my news, but I just, and I'm reading, and I was like, okay. I was like, who cares? I was like, look, even if they put out the list, what are they going to do? They're not going to do anything. I think the prince, the prince of, I forgot what the hell his name is.
Who? Prince Andrew?
Was it Prince Andrew? I don't know who it was. Oh no, okay. What are you gonna do?
Nothing.
What? They're not gonna do anything.
Bro, they convicted Giselle Maxwell of child trafficking, but who did she traffic the children to? Who? as my buddy Omar would say, if you don't know who committed the crime, then it's a victimless crime. There's no crime.
It's freaking pointless. It's pointless.
She trafficked
And then-
kids. Okay.
Yeah.
To who?
Okay.
And at this point, does it really fucking matter?
Yeah, and even if they found out, it's like, oh yeah, the Clintons bought some kids. I was like, okay, great. And now what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it?
They're gonna do shit. You're
Yeah,
gonna wait
they're
till
not
he
gonna do
fucking
anything.
dies. You're gonna wait till they die, and then you're gonna say, "Oh, they were such bad people."
Yeah. Look at how long it's
And the
taking for
public already knows.
this illegal immigration situation. It's taking fucking 3 years. 3 years. Now they're saying, oh yeah, we really need to close the border. It's like, yeah, after it's too late.
Bro,
I was-
do you know what the Clinton Foundation has never had to account for?
What, Pizzagate?
The $30
Let's talk
million
that.
the $30 million that went missing from the Haitian earthquake fund.
Oh yeah,
Remember when Haiti-
remember that.
Remember when Haiti had those huge, humongous earthquakes and thousands of people were killed? They died.
I think
And
I
there was
even
$30
donated
million.
money.
$30 million disappeared from the
Yeah.
Clinton Foundation Haiti fund.
And when the
Nobody's
president
ever
of
counted
Haiti
them.
said something about it, he's like, I didn't get no money. They suspended his freaking his visa, so he couldn't travel. Right? Yeah. And then they were asking him, he was like, yeah, so what happened to the money that they gave to Haiti? He was like,
Listen,
I didn't get no money. We didn't get any money. See, this is why I don't donate. This is why I don't donate, because they don't get the money. They don't get the money. Look at what FEMA's doing. You know who the money's going to FEMA? So they can stay in nice, fancy little hotels. All right. And then they can wake up a nice hot breakfast and then go to work. So they spend all the money. Oh, and they get $175. Was it, how much was it? $175 was it that they got? That's it. And then
Who?
for Hawaii. For Hawaii.
Oh,
when
yeah.
FEMA was there, I think it was $175. While they were giving millions. They were giving millions to Ukraine, and also they were giving thousands to the illegal immigrants that were coming in. Thousands. And not only that, the people from Hawaii, they were like, oh yeah, we got $175, whatever, but we don't even know where to go to get it.
all right, I just stomped out. I just stomped out of my trade. I am up $112 on the day, and I just stomped out of those. I lost on those last two shares. I gave back a lot of profit, but that's okay. I'm up 112 for the day. Bro, and here's the last thing I want to end this with before we get out of here today.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Guess what the Democrats have done for the second time since I've been alive? The Democrats in the state of Florida have come out and told the Democrat electorate in the state of Florida, you ready? The only name that will be on the ballot for president of the United States from the Democrat Party will be Joe Biden. They just told Democrats, fuck you, this is who we're running. There's not going to be a primary. This is it. This is the only guy going to be. There will be nobody else's name on that primary ballot, and there will be no write-ins. It'll strictly be Joe Biden for Democrat president. So you know what? The Democrats going to learn the fucking hard way. You ain't got no choice either, bitch.
It's gonna be
Democrats said
shit of a freaking year.
Just
So
wait.
We just gotta
bro.
deal with it. We just gotta deal
You know
with
what's
it.
next, right? You know what's next, right? With the Democrats, you know what they're going to do next, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be us.
No, they're going to bring in that chick, Michelle Woo, the mayor of Boston, and they're going to have her announce to the Democrat Party, only non-white people are allowed to vote. If you're Caucasian, you're not allowed to vote. You can't come to our party.
Yeah.
That's right, I said it.
The freaking stupidity of people, but it's okay. It's
Fucking
okay.
racist bitch. She's a
Yeah,
pig.
I know. But now we know who they are. Now we know who they are because as X is blasting everything that they do all over the place, including all the stuff that they try to hide from. So Elon finds it and just be like, hey, I think it's a good idea to put this out. And I think that's another reason why they're going after him. He's just putting a whole bunch of little secrets out there that nobody ever knew that was actually happening. So, by the way, I keep watching this video of the woman. She got what was it? This woman was sentenced to 12 months in jail and can't own an animal for 10 years. What, really? For 10 years?
That chick.
So,
Well,
yeah, girl from, I forgot where she's from. Where is she from? It was a Maltese Shih Tzu named Princess. Okay, flying princess, of a parking garage. Oh no, it's in Australia. It's in Australia.
yeah,
She
but did you
basically
see her quote?
the 10-year-old dog basically plunged 30 feet to the ground, where she was later found by someone passing by.
But did you hear
Princess,
what she
oh
said?
okay. Princess was later put down due to injuries. In a now deleted Facebook post, the woman said she did the dog a favor because all I did, what? All I did was hurt her and abuse her. All right.
That's a sick. That's a sick individual.
Yeah. Imagine she do that to the dog. Imagine if she pregnant, she had a kid and the kid freaking pooped in a diaper. What she would do to the baby. Dude, this is some
Anyway, come on, y'all. We'll see you tonight. We'll see you tonight. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock on the East Coast. 6 o'clock on the West Coast. Eddie, we gotta go. We gotta go.
That's right. We gotta go.
Ready?
We'll see you guys.
Ready?
We'll do it again.
Appreciate
Peace.
you.
Pow.